By themselves, but they didn't make any contact with the outside safer barrier.
And Chase Elliott, of course, one of those drivers that does have some damage, not as a result of his spin off turn 2, but he does have that damage when he hit the outside wall twice on turn 4 while leading. So they're going to work on that as best they can. Produce under the caution flag for the second time here this afternoon.
And when we look at the top of that scoring pylon, it says number 8 is your race leader, California driver Tyler Reddick, trying to end his day in Blue Off Mortgage Victory Lane, not only pick up his first career win, but do it on home turf.
Let's go back to the Motor Racing Network.
Tyler Reddick leads. Chase Elliott spun. Kyle Busch is on pit road. How about pit stops? Jason, you're heading your way.
Our leader, Tyler Reddick's going to hit the mark. They're not going to make too many adjustments here with the race car. They've been pretty happy with it. They are going to pull a tear off the front of the windshield and having a hard time seeing with all the dust on it. 4 tires in field for him. Joey Logano is in. Chassis wrench going in on the right side for him. Also, Wyatt Blaney.
The caution flag. This is the second caution of the event. Kyle Busch spun back on lap number 15 off turn number 2. That also constituted as the competition caution. And then here on lap 37, Chase Elliott, after scraping the wall not once but twice, finally looked like had a tire cut down and went for a slide up off of turn number 2 to bring us to our latest caution flag, just 25 laps away from the end of stage number 1.
Why don't we shut down 2 stories developing down on the pit road? We already know about Kyle Busch. An update there in a moment, but we'll start.
It's difficult, it is for sure. Steve Post, Kyle Busch still sitting on the pit lane.
Kyle Busch is sitting on the pit lane, and they worked with the rotating water, or resurfaced all the water through, recycled all the water through that car. One of the challenges, and I want to bring Todd Gordon in on this, one of the challenges for Kyle Busch is now they're trying to button the car up, but there's so many new parts and pieces. They used to be able to do it almost blindfolded, but now they're trying to put all the parts and pieces under the hood together. Similarly, Chase Elliott reported after he got into the wall that something is broke, but he wasn't sure what it is. The crew is working on the right side of the car, up under the right rear fender, trying to get things repaired. Todd, my question is, with all of the newness on it, trying to determine what the problem is, Chase Elliott had, trying to put his car back together with Kyle Busch, I think these are some of the challenges we knew were coming with this next generation of race car racing here today.
Yeah, definitely a challenge to learn things that are new with Kyle. I wonder if this is a product of just debris getting in there to the radiator and plugging the radiator up some. I had that happen in this package.
Fields lined up double wide after the choose. Kurt Becker's got a bird's eye view of exactly how they lined up.
Tyler Reddick along the outside lane. It is Eric Jones who heads up the inside lane. The Daytona 500 winner, Austin Cindric, second up along the inside. He'll restart third.
All right, Kurt, thank you very much. They make their way down off of turn number 4. You heard Kurt set the lineup. Kim Childress in the pace car. Lights out, headed to pit road. We will go back under the green flag again. 23 laps to go in stage number 1 and 158 to go in the race.
Hit the guy going, he starts out.
inside. In fact, Jones puts on a slight block on Austin Cindric, who was looking to make it 3 wide. And now Eric Jones has got the momentum on that inside line.
Here comes Eric Jones now, trying to get alongside of race leader Tyler Reddick. William Byron is there. Jones is backsliding, going to lose a spot coming off the end of the backstretch. It is Tyler Reddick the leader, William Byron second, Jones is third.
Just a quick update. Kyle Busch, 5 laps down. Chase Elliott, 2 laps down. And we are hearing now
William Byron to his left elbow. That battle for the top spot here in Fontana will almost be side by side on that straightaway.
Behind that pair, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has moved up into third, but the lead battle continues. Tyler Reddick in the middle lanes off the end of the backstretch now angles up toward the high side. William Byron is right there behind the leader.
And downstairs, making a bold move there, is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He'll climb right up to the backbone of William Byron. 3 cars racing for the lead now.
William Byron goes to work. He's got 2 objectives. One is to keep race leader Tyler in range. The other is to fend off Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now, here's Byron shifting lanes to the bottom side of the racetrack.
Top 3 running nose to tail until they get to the corners, and then they fan out. Byron on the bottom. Stenhouse trying to rim right around the outside. Battle for second.
Tyler Reddick still the race leader, though steadfast with that lead. William Byron third. Then again, the 5 more car legs back to Martin direction here.
Rides in position number 4. They're stacked up double wide for the number 5 spot. We've got 19 laps to go in stage number 1 with Tyler Reddick.
Spin.
Swung at it, probably with a wrench in the rear window to do an edge adjustment. You've got some air pressure as well.
All right, you mentioned that. Now, the second part of that is as far as what that
This stage 1, 2, and 3 are very similar lengths. That leaves me a solid 4 sets for each stage. I'm going to take this set right here.
Here they come. They're listening. Everybody on the lead lap appears to be headed to pit road. Tyler Reddick, Byron, Eric Jones, Blaney, Stenhouse, top 5. Jason, here they come.
Making their way down to the mark first, running down the pit lane. Kyle Larson in, 4 tires of fuel. Chase Briscoe has made him run towards the front. He's getting 4 tires of fuel.
Getting service, still very, very loose on that race car, and looking down, Chase Elliott's crew continues to massage that car from that damage he had from earlier contact with the wall. Pit stops here during stage number 1, lap number 54.
After not getting the opportunity to qualify and having to do a pass-through penalty to start the race, Kurt Busch is now up to position number 4.
So working caution number 3 here at Auto Club Speedway, and we are under caution most recently for Josh Balicki, who spun in turn number 2. You had that issue with Martin Truex Jr. as Dan Hubbard, who's off of turn number 2 of the Motor Racing Network was describing. Martin Truex Jr. slapped the wall. Austin Cindric, just a little bit of contact to the back end of that Toyota Camry, a little bit of damage to Austin Cindric's Ford Mustang. Truex also has some damage to the right side of his Camry. We are hearing there is also a penalty for Kurt Busch, who was too fast exiting the pits. Remember, Kurt Busch had to do that pass-through penalty at the initial drop of the green flag for failing pre-qualifying inspection, and he is now going to be busted for speeding leaving the road.
Having a rough day is Kurt Busch, and we talked about it earlier, but turn 2 is the problem corner here today. It's the complete opposite of yesterday when turn 4 was the trouble corner. Fans having fun here at Auto Club Speedway. Glad to have you back. Yes, cheer on your favorite driver as we are closing in, Tim, on the end of stage number 1.
Yep, stage number 1.
Glad you are playing along with us here today at Auto Club Speedway. Glad everybody's having fun under the sun in Southern California. And we are done.
All right, thanks for playing along, race fans. NASCAR Skee Ball, we appreciate you scanning that QR code and playing along in between stage 1 and 2 this afternoon.
So from our vantage point, right across the road, it looks like Chase Briscoe, a driver who has led the race at various points today, had to come down pit lane and make an extra pit stop. That may hinder tractors number 14, Chase Briscoe. So that is going to put him in the 31st position. Tough break for Chase Briscoe.
So we'll see what we get as they cross the start-finish line this time. Pit stops being complete. We are going to get the 1-to-go signal, so they will once again choose this time past the start-finish line. We'll go racing next time by Tyler Reddick, as per usual, will choose the outside lane. Eric Jones moves inside. They've got 2 reports. Custer and Jones, we've got our electric top reporters. They continue to choose on the front straightaway.
Tim, did you see that gentleman that they had up on the big screens there in the infield with his shirt that said, "What happens in the infield stays in the infield"? They're having a good time up there in the infield.
Let's check in with Jesse Bunch, who has an update.
Hey race fans, Jesse Punch live from Auto Club Speedway once again, this time standing in the 10 pit box of Eric Almirola. Eric started the race 31st, and after that last pit stop, he's now up to 6th. A stellar run for the driver who plans on retiring from full-time competition at the end of this season. Business as usual for the 10 team. That last stop, 4 tires and fuel, no adjustments. So, gonna have to see how this final showing here at Auto Club shakes out for Eric Almirola.
Monica hanging out in the grandstands. Now, this is something you don't see every day. I met Vanessa. She is due any day now, but guess what? She decided to come to the racetrack. She's due, what, in 2 days, and she's 40 weeks along, having a baby, and homegirl came to the racetrack. You're here with your family. This is your husband's grandmother. So this is your great-grandchild in here. Great-grandchild. Awesome. Congratulations to you. Here it comes, guys. Make some noise for the cars as they make it down the front stretch.
It's a subtle block on Cole Custer. As a matter of fact, Eric Jones draws up alongside Tyler Reddick and wheel to wheel for the lead.
Comes Eric Jones now down to the inside. Now he has to get back into line quickly just to try to salvage second. Reddick has moved on by. He's the leader. Here comes Joey Logano. Logano almost took second. Now he is taking second to the inside.
Great racing at the front of the field as they all spill up off of turn number 4.
Tyler Reddick now onto the backstretch with Joey Logano, his closest pursuer. Then a gap of 5 car lengths back to Eric Jones. After all that scrambling, all that shuffling, Jones just decided to catch his breath back in third. Now he's got...